Alrighty, dope. We should be good to go. Anyway, guys, this is Bones, also known as Dry Bonesification. I figured I'd hit you guys with a quick little tutorial on how to run a Minecraft server actually off of your phone. I don't know the exact version of Android off of the top of my head that you are going to need, but if I do find that out, I'll have a link in the description. I'll also have a link to a text document with the same setup as well as the OpenJDK website that will come into play later. You're going to want to first go into the store, type in Linux, go ahead and just search it. The first one doesn't matter because you need a root for that. Third one down, and Linux is what you're going to want to go ahead and install. You're also going to want to install Termux. Once those are installed, you're going to want to go back, go ahead and open up Linux. Once you're in there, go ahead and select what flavor you would like to install. Personally, I like Ubuntu. When you get to that, go ahead and just close it out with the back button. Copy it. After that, you're going to click launch. Once in here, as you can see, I was testing it out, make sure that it was all wiped and clean for this video. You're going to want to just paste that code in, paste it in, give it a little bit. It's going to go through a couple of steps, basically just downloading Ubuntu directly and getting it all set up. You do have to wait a little bit to make sure that it's all good, but after it does its thing, come on, it does take a little bit, so give it a second and it will do its thing. Alrighty, once you see that you're all good to go, you're gonna want to go ahead and do ./start-ubuntu.sh. After that, you're going to be signed in to root. Once you see that, you're going to want to go ahead and do apt-get update. That's basically going to make sure that you are up to date. So it's going to do a quick update. After that, we're actually going to need to install Java so that, of course, we can actually be running the Minecraft server. If you don't install Java, you kind of can't run it, so it's kind of pointless. But give it a moment and it will do its update. Alrighty, once you see root at localhost again, you're all good to go, and now we can go ahead and get Java. So you're going to want to do apt-get, which is the command to, of course, get stuff. You're going to install the OpenJDK -8-JDK. Do that. It's going to go ahead and actually download Java for you. It's going to ask if you're okay with installing it. Of course we are, so do a capital Y or a lowercase y, and it's going to go ahead and continue with the install. It will take a moment, so just be patient. It all depends on your internet connection as well as how fast your phone is. Now, you are typically recommended to go with JDK 7. For some reason, I haven't found a workaround. It will just error out if you try and install 7. 8 works just the same, so you're not going to have any issues. now that it's all done and you see that root at localhost, that means it's all good to go. So what you're going to want to do is actually make a directory. So make directory, call it whatever you want. Personally, I'm just going to go ahead and name it MC server. After that, you're going to want to cd into there. So cd into whatever you called it, server. Alrighty, now that we're in there, we actually want to get the jar file we're going to need. So you're going to want to do get. And this is actually going to be quite long, so it's going to be https://s3.amazon, if I could spell, Amazon aws.com / capital M for Minecraft dot capital D download / versions, and then here's where you're going to want to specify the actual version that you would like it to be. Personally, since I am going to just do this on 1.13.2, I am going to be downloading that one, but just put your Minecraft version there and you'll be good to go. And then after that, you're going to do /Minecraft _ server. And then it's going to be dot that same version. Oh, I should probably put the 2 there. And then dot jar. After that, you want to go ahead and get https:// Alrighty. So for some reason it just wasn't working for that version. If I have any updates on why that is or anything like that, that will be in the description down below. But once you have it downloaded, for the one that you want. What you're going to want to do is ls just to double check that it is in there, and we're actually going to want to change the name of it. So we're going to do cp Minecraft, if I could spell Minecraft underscore server dot 1.12.2 dot jar, and then we're just gonna do server.jar just to make our life simpler. So we're gonna see it server.jar now. So now what we're gonna want to do is actually run the server. You're gonna type in java dash capital X MX, and then here is where you can actually type in what you're gonna want this server to run at. Really depends on how much room you have on your phone itself in terms of starting it. So this will change depending on the phone. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure I type this out right. So for me, I'm just gonna do it easy and do it with 1 gig because I do have that amount of RAM to spare. Dash jar, then we're gonna do server.jar no GUI, enter. After that, should just have to give it a second. Alrighty, good. So now that happened, it's basically gonna yell at us, telling us that we haven't accepted the EULA. And after all that issues I was having. I ended up having to download a different keyboard. Anyway, we're going to want to make this true. And then we're going to want to actually save this. Let me make sure I do this correct. So we're going to want to Control X. Then it's going to ask us if we want to save. We're going to want to type yes. We're going to want to do enter. And that should be good. Now that that's done, I'm going to switch back to my other keyboard. And then we're going to want to go ahead and actually do what we were trying to do. Where before we install that, you know what? I will just write it out again. Too much effort to try and do this. Java. Alrighty. So before I actually do that, what we actually needed to install was Nano. So you're going to do apt-get install and then do Nano, and that will install Nano. Do Nano EULA and then you'll be good to go. You're actually also going to need Hacker Keyboard. That is the keyboard I was using in order to actually do all that editing in the text file. But after all that's good to go, you're going to want to do Java. You're going to want to do dash capital X MX, and then whatever your phone can handle. Mine can do at least a gig. And then you're going to want to do dash jar server dot jar no GUI. Give that a moment. Dun 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 dun. It's loading. Preparing spawn area. And alrighty. So now that that's good, I'm gonna type help just to double check. It's showing me all the help stuff. Now what you're gonna need to actually know is where your Wi-Fi, manage network settings, show advanced options. That local IP address is what you're going to need to actually connect to this router if you want to connect to it via the internal network. So now you guys are going to see my desktop, and that's where we'll continue from. We're going to be going in on 1.12.2, if I believe correctly. Yeah. 1.12.2. So, see you guys on my desktop. Alrighty, now that we're back on my computer, what we're gonna need to do is direct connect. You're gonna need that IP that I showed you earlier that you can find under your settings, but once you find that, you're gonna go ahead and click join server. Give it a moment. On your phone, you will notice that your Minecraft name shows up, and there you go. It's all playable, no issues, none of that stuff. So, there you go, guys. That's about it. If you guys got any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Go ahead and check out my actual gaming channel for things that aren't strictly code related. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.